Good evening, brothers and sisters. This is Brother Yachten, coming to you from Brews Studio and News, Israelite Radio Network. Shalom, everyone. I'd like to say hello, and once again, all praises to the Most High, to all the congregation and the children of Israel, and to the ones who obey his truth and accept his truth for what it is, his laws, statutes, and commandments. Now I'm going to be reading to you in Psalms, the book of Psalms. And I'm going to start out in chapter 1. Now, chapter 1 says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful." Brothers and sisters, what that is saying is that the ones who are ungodly, they are not following the Most High. They're not obeying him. They are not keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. They don't obey him, so therefore they're ungodly. And they are sinners. And they're scornful. And being scornful, and you're not gonna sit at the seat with the Most High in his kingdom, with his chosen, with the elect, the remnant church. So therefore, you gotta obey him. You gotta do everything he tells you to, and you gotta walk in his light, and you gotta shine for him. You gotta represent the Most High, spiritual, and just love him, and just show him through prayer, with that relationship, with the wisdom and knowledge that he gives you, to build a personal relationship with him through prayer, and you get that understanding, and he can guide you through life, and you will not be looked upon as a ungodly sinner. And doing that, you will inherit the kingdom of heaven, and you'll be sitting at the seat with him in heaven, and that would be a wonderful gift, just having that, being in heaven, living forever without sin, just being in the spiritual, being obedient. I could go on and on, but I'm gonna keep it moving, and because this, what I'm reading in Psalms, is a very uplifting verses in chapter 1. Because we're in these last days, and like I said before, and like a lot of other brothers and sisters out there teaching their people obedience in these last days, and they're waking up to the truth, because the Most High said in the last days he's going to wake up his remnant, the chosen. And when you are chosen, you will spiritually know that you're chosen to put his word out there, and help get his remnant. It may be just one person you run into daily on the streets, one person tuning in, listening to you. It could be one person on the telephone. The Most High bring them to you to get understanding, and you can help them and guide them, because just one will build you up a multitude of blessings in the kingdom. And that's what's really what it's about. Just get that one person, if that's the calling for tomorrow, the day after that. So that's what we got to do, brothers and sisters. And I'm gonna drop down to verse number 2. And it says, "But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of the waters, that bringeth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he do shall prosper. And that's what that is saying, following the Most High. You're going to prosper with his word. You're going to grow in his word. You're going to mature. You're going to, in maturing in his word and growing in his word, you're going to be obedient and following his laws and his commandments, his statutes, everything that I told you, you got to follow to be obedient. And that's how you prosper, in this word. And you're going to grow. You will not wither, and that's what Psalms chapter 1, verse 3 I just read is talking about. I'm going to move up to verse number 4. And it says, the ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. So, if you're ungodly, the most I know you are ungodly, and you are wasting your time, and this word is not for you, because you're going to eventually want this word and accept this truth, and you're going to do it. So if you're someone that do not want to accept the truth, or you want to just dip and dabble here and there when you feel like it, on your time, don't work like that. Most I know that, and that's what he's saying. I'm going to read that again. It says, the ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. So that wind is the Most High. He's everything. He controls everything. So he is the one, because nothing is done without his say-so. So he drives the ungodly away, because he knows it's not for you. You're going to do it and want it after so long, or you're not going to want it and you won't do it. And that's what he said. The wind will drive us away. Now, I'm going to go down to number 5, and it says, therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteousness. And right there is sinning again. The sinners are not going to stand in the congregation with the righteous. Everyone is going to be separated. The ones that follow the Most High, they're going to inherit the kingdom. And the ones that are sinners, that don't want this word, they are not going to inherit the kingdom. That is Judgment Day. And another thing is, Esau and Jacob. Esau, his rule was to inherit the earth, the fatness, the richness, and all the, you name it, everything that's down here on earth dealing with money and power, that is Esau's blessing. And Jacob's blessing is not until after his life is over, the flesh. Once Jacob, his time is up here, he's going to get his gift spiritual, which is everlasting life. And, if he's still alive here in the Most High, if he had enough, and he sent his angels, and the Most High stepped down and for judgment, while we all are here, we don't know how it's going to be, But we do know, he said, all eyes shall see. So therefore, however, Jacob is still getting his blessing. spiritually. You know, the flesh got to stay down here. The spirit goes to the Most High, and that's, when Jacob gives blessing. So Jacob have passed on, and so he's with the Most High now. Now his offspring, his children, descendants, his ancestors, the ones today, the bloodline. Those are the ones that have to go through the pain and suffering, the hardship, whatever tragedy or, suffering you go through. That's just part of disobeying the Father and being a part of that Jacob's bloodline. That's just part of the suffering, and you got to go through that, until the Most High come and save you, and death is how He saved you. People look at death as a bad thing, like, scared to die. Yeah, no one wants to die. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is that death is actually a blessing, because you're getting out of this sinful world, and death is that blessing. You're getting that spirit back. And if you make it to the kingdom while you're getting that spirit back, you're getting your blessing, which is everlasting life in the kingdom of heaven. And that's what you want. So just keep this word and be righteous and holy, and just day in and day out. Don't give up. Just endure everything you have. Endure it all to the end. Just keep that wisdom and knowledge in your mindset, and just honor and obey the Most High. And let's get into His kingdom, brothers and sisters, so we can be back together how it was created in the beginning, before sin came into the world and corrupted this world. Now I'm going to jump down to number 6. And it says, "For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish." So the ungodly, once again, they're going to perish. They're going to suffer. They're not going to make it to the kingdom, because you got all the time now, brothers and sisters, to get your life together and to get it right, and to get into the kingdom, and make sure you get into the kingdom. And you got all the time in the world to prepare yourself for judgment. Like I say, whether the Most High and His angels come through the sky and save you, or you die. You get the spirit back, and you get into the kingdom, or you don't get into the kingdom. So that's basically how it is. I wanted to just read these chapter 1, verse 1 through 6 in the book of Psalms. Just help whoever it will help to get understanding. But those of you that will see this and read this chapter 1, verse 1 through 6, just study it for yourself, and like I say before, get your own understanding, and learn from it, and just do it, and understand it, your way, and but it reads the same way, one way. It's not hard to understand. But anyway, I would like to thank those of you that tune in and listen to this, and I hope it
I cannot play that on TV.
Reached out to one or two of you, and hopefully it helps someone. In saying that, I would like to say shalom.